Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Pisces October 31, 2022. Early today's transits are tricky for certain activities. It's not an ideal time to get advice or listen to your worries regarding a relationship. You may be at a loss when trying to understand the motivations behind someone's actions, words, or disinterest. It may be better to enjoy a sense of autonomy for the time being, aiming to circle back to these issues on a day when people are more self-aware or detached. For now, there is hypersensitivity to manage. The tendency to think in extremes doesn't serve you well unless it's objective and prompts you to improve or strengthen weak areas of your life. Try not to make decisions based only on the morning's perceptions. Trust is difficult when Pluto is active and challenging, and you may get a sense that someone's withholding or hiding something from you. It could be due to fears, or there could be some truth to the feeling, but either way, it's better to wait to come to conclusions until you're less emotionally invested. Fortunately, you can learn much from sharing ideas or interests later today. Your outlook is optimistic, and your enthusiasm builds with creative or romantic matters. Cranky cosmic weather awaits you today. Mental Mercury, our cosmic messenger planet, is orbiting in your solar fourth house of domesticity and will cross swords with a dramatic Pluto now standing across the sky from you in your solar seventh house of relationships. This ensures that you and a partner will not be seeing eye to eye today about home or family-related matters. Sharp words, frustration, and manipulative tactics may even emerge at this time. Don't throw bombs at your lover, or you could feel like you're living in the midst of a war zone. Allow your commitments and partnerships to empower you. Whoever and whatever you have in your work and life balance should accept that you have various responsibilities to attend to. However, you may notice a slight power struggle when Mercury in Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn. If your arrangements are imbalanced, unequal, or lacking reciprocity, then you may struggle to meet the demands of your work and life balance. Use the square to address your expectations and boundaries to transform your commitments. Assume authority over your agreements to feel in control of your work and life balance once again. Today might be more about having your work and professional hats on, but even the money gods are encouraging you to make this a priority. With Saturn still in his early days in direct motion in your financial sector and the moon not returning until next week, there was already a call for a wait-and-see approach, while there is insight into work and job matters today that could lead to income potential down the line. Whether you know it or not, you are the source of a lot of comfort for your friends. People enjoy your company because they feel they can be themselves around you. You, however, cannot survive on feeling needed alone. The convergence of planets will encourage you to fulfill your health needs with your friends, so try to encourage others to drink lots of water, work out 3 times a week and eat well along with you. Your activities and affairs are going to be progressing in the days coming up, but you run the risk of letting events overwhelm you. So, be too ambitious and watch out about getting swept up in a whirlwind of undertakings. Be pragmatic and try not to sacrifice your effective life to your professional one. It isn't too late to reconsider things and to settle for realities that are more modest. Just as important as it is having the moon in your work sector as Jupiter retrogrades back out of your career sector, is the reception the planet of luck and expansion will get when retrograding back into an adventurous part of your chart. In one fell swoop, the two very different sides of life's fence are getting a boost. It was just yesterday that an eclipsing new moon in a playful and creative part of your chart ran its course, and now the spirit of adventure is getting a boost. The moon's departure from your romantic sector yesterday not only wrapped up the eclipsing new moon earlier in the week, but the romantically charged lunar vibes of the last few days have given the most romantically charged weeks of the year an early boost. The moon may have moved on, but the sun and Venus, the planet of love, are just settling into their early days here. Our eyes in the sky. Today tests your strong independent streak versus a longing for connection. Mercury enters Scorpio and probes at your spontaneous nature. It could even make you want to rebel against authority. A fated magnetism amplifies the overall feeling of predestined attraction, as both Mars and Mercury are now in mutual reception and giving strength to each other. It's almost like you've been here and done this before. It can feel like you're moving through several moments of déjà vu that can be an ethereal development out of time and space. It's like you're floating through the cosmos and the universe has some gifts for you when you're ready to reach out and take them. Who knew it could be this easy? With so many crazy things happening in the world, someone or something out there has an awesome surprise in store for you. This is an opportunity to take a step toward your wild side. If you feel a call to action and don't know where it will end up, let these current transits take you to a more aligned state of being. Finances and career could be a big part of why you're taking matters into your own hands, even if you're feeling pressure from family and friends to stay on the course they'd prefer. Remember, when there are connections to the North Node, that's the time to strike even if others don't understand. Do something that has been calling to your soul. You are up against some tough opposition. Others are bringing you back down to reality and you don't necessarily like it too much. Your mood is not so good, despite how much you try to fake it. Go easy on yourself. This difficult time will pass. Situations are finally turning around in your favor. Other people are seeing things through your eyes, and this is helping to create a much greater understanding between you and the people you work with. Just be yourself and the rewards will come. In the morning, the Sagittarius moon squares Jupiter in Pisces, the first time these planets have squared from mutable signs since early May. We are especially vulnerable to the pitfalls of idealism under this influence. It is difficult to distinguish truth from fiction, and we risk being coerced by those claiming to be experts into investing in foolish causes. The moon begins its void of course following this aspect's perfection, but will only last about 10 minutes. Nevertheless, stay mindful of hard shells and avoid starting new ventures. Following this, the moon enters Capricorn, ending its short void of course. Over the next 2 days, the moon and Uranus are the only planets transiting Earth signs. Therefore, the moon helps to balance the elemental scales currently dominated by planets in water. While our relationships and interactions may be intense, the Capricorn moon offers emotional grounding and helps us maintain a practical attitude.